Okay, I'm going to be reading an article for you. It's called Obama's Bow to Emperor Causes Outrage in Washington. Obama's bow to emperor causes outrage in Washington. I am just reading an article for my ESL students. This is not a commentary, just reading practice. Okay, this is from Japan Today. You can go to japantoday.com and find the original article. This is for teaching purposes only. Photos of U.S. President Barack Obama bowing to Japan's emperor have incensed critics in Washington who said the U.S. leader should stand tall when representing America overseas. You could also say America abroad. Obama on Monday was in China, having wrapped up the Japan leg of his Asia trip 2 days earlier. I forgot to say leg. Leg is very important. Wrap up is finished. Leg is when you have a trip where you go to many places. For example, I go from USA to Japan to China to Korea, for example. And every time I go to one place, for example, when I'm in Japan, that's my Japan leg. When I'm in China, that's my China leg. When I'm in Korea, that's my Korean leg. Okay? Chinese leg, the Chinese leg, Japanese leg of the, yeah, okay? Leg. In this case, say Japan leg, not Japanese leg, China leg. Okay. Japan leg. So Japan becomes Kyoshi in this case. Obama on Monday was in China, having wrapped up the Japan leg of his Asia trip 2 days earlier. But Washington's punditocracy was still weighing whether or not the U.S. president had disgraced his country 2 days earlier by having taken a deep bow at the waist while meeting Japan's Emperor Akihito. Okay, remember, pundit is expert, and punditocracy is not a real word, but we can understand by ocracy. Ocracy means rule, so the pundit rule, the pundit world, I think is fine. Political talk shows have played and replayed the moment from the second day of Obama's week-long Asia tour, which set the blogosphere on fire, and chat show tongues wagging. Right? So he went to Asia for 1 week. It's a week-long tour. A week-long tour. You can also say day-long job, week-long, month-long, year-long, right? Blogosphere. Sphere means circle or world, like this. This is a sphere, too. Sphere-shaped microphone. My sphere also means my world. In my sphere of friends would be my world. Let's see. Blogosphere, the world of blogs. The world of blogs. On fire is very electric, passionate. Everyone's talking. It's active, very active. Set it on fire. Set on fire. Chat show tongues wagging. Blah, blah, blah. Wagging is when a dog moves his tail like this, right? My tongue, set someone's tongues a wagging just makes talking. It usually has a nuance of like gossipy. Okay. Set the tongue shows wagging. Like, oh, did you see that? Oh my God. I don't know why President Obama thought that was appropriate. Maybe he thought it would play well in Japan. But it's not appropriate for an American president to bow to a foreign one, said conservative pundit William Kristol, speaking on the Fox News Sunday program, adding that the gesture bespoke a United States that has become weak and overly deferential under Obama. Pundit, of course, is expert. Appropriate is something that is suitable, something you should do. For example, this tie and shirt are appropriate for work. Or maybe if I'm a lawyer, this would be inappropriate. I should wear a white shirt. Bespoke is an old-fashioned word that just means speak. Right? Deferential is respectful because you recognize the other person's superior knowledge or position. Overly deferential is like overly respectful. Another conservative voice, remember conservative is hoshu teki? Another conservative voice, Bill Bennett, said on CNN's State of the Union program, "It's ugly. I don't want to see it." We don't defer to emperors. We don't defer to kings or emperors. The President of the United States, this coupled with so many apologies from the United States, is just another thing, said Bennett. Defer to is to let someone, it's like makaseru, but because he has a better position or more knowledge. Okay? So, for example, instead of saying, it's up to you, I could say, I'll defer to you because you know more about this. When it comes to movies, you can defer to me. I know a lot, okay? When it comes to Japanese culture, maybe I'll defer to you. Some conservative critics juxtaposed the image of Obama with one of former U.S. Vice President Some conservative critics juxtaposed the image of Obama with one of former U.S. President Dick Cheney, who greeted the emperor in 2007 with a firm handshake but no bow. Juxtapose is narande hikaku suru. So put things together and show one and then show the other so you can make a decision or judgment or criticism. Right? Juxtapose A with B. I'll bet if you look at pictures of world leaders over 20 years meeting the emperor in Japan, they don't bow, Kristol said. Some said the gesture was particularly grating, coming after Obama's bow to Saudi Arabia's Abdullah in G20 at a G20 meeting in April. So in April, Obama met a king, Saudi Arabia's king, King Abdullah, and he also bowed to that king. So this was grating or very annoying to some people. Okay. All right, next page for me. The U.S. President's Asia trip comes just over a year after he won election to the White House and is designed to shore up U.S. power in a region increasingly dominated by rising giant China. Okay, shore up is to make stronger. But back home, Obama's bow in Japan seems to have grabbed much of the attention being paid to the trip. So the point of the trip is going to China and talking to China. In America, everyone's just talking about Japan. The gesture appears to have touched a particularly raw nerve among Obama critics who said the president has hastened America's decline as a world superpower by being too apologetic and too deferential in his dealings with other world leaders. Now, this is a very difficult sentence here. Raw nerve is a very sensitive point. Don't talk about that. You hit a raw nerve or touch a raw nerve. If you have a nerve, a shinke open in your mouth and you eat ice cream, oh! Or if I just got divorced and you ask me about my marriage, I feel sensitive, right? So it touched a raw nerve, a particularly raw nerve among Obama critics who said the president has hastened, quickened to make fast. Remember the traditional proverb, haste makes waste. Among America's decline as a world superpower by being too apologetic. America is too apologetic. So I'm sorry. And too deferential. Too, dozo sakini, you know better. Oh, go ahead. Oh, no, I'm bad. I'm low, you're high. That's deferential. Okay. While most of his commentary about the bow in Japan was decidedly negative, while most of the commentary about the bow in Japan was decidedly negative, some political observers, like longtime Democrat activist Donna Brazil, came to the president's defense. Decidedly is clearly. I think it's a gesture of kindness, she told CNN, adding that the bow appeared intended to show goodwill between two nations that respect each other. Meanwhile, an unnamed senior Obama administration official told the Politico.com news site that the president has simply been observing protocol. Protocol is a formal word to when you're talking about a formal set of rules or system. I think that those who try to politicize those things are just way off base, the official told Politico. Politicize means to make political. So something that's not political, you give a political meaning to, like, oh, Obama bowed. That means A, B, C, D, E. That's politicizing. Oh, the Yankees won the World Series because Obama's president. That's to politicize something. It's kind of stupid. I don't think anybody who was in Japan who saw his speech and reaction to it, certainly those who witnessed his bilateral meetings there, would say anything other than that he enhanced both the position and the status of the U.S. relative to Japan, Politico wrote. It was a good, positive visit at an important time because there's a lot going on in Japan. What's going on? There's a lot going on. Okay. Enhances improve, bilaterals both sides. And I guess that's it. Thank you for listening. Please listen to this video again if you need to and practice the pronunciation. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.